Luke chapter 16, verse 18, everyone who divorces his wife and marries another commits adultery, and he who marries one who is divorced from a husband commits adultery. So the point there is the patriarchs did not sin when they took a second wife in the Old Testament, but they would have sinned had they left the first. And that's a very Greco-Roman thing to do. In today's culture, what a man does is he meets a second woman, not even be available, honestly. A lot of times they're one flesh with somebody else, but he meets a second woman, he wants to be with her, so he divorces his first wife, because in Rome, it's a monogamy-only culture. Whereas when we look at the Old Testament and in Hebraic culture, it was more common that a man had more than one wife. That's why Jesus is addressing this practice that Jews were beginning to adopt, where they would divorce their first wife to marry the second. That act is adultery. It's not that he's committing adultery because he had a second wife, it's because he left the first one. It made it adultery. That's the point that he's making. Then if you marry a divorced woman, you've committed adultery.
So basically what Paul preached against was serial monogamy. Am I right in that? Like hopping from one monogamous relationship to another is what we're talking about here, right? Which is exactly what everybody does.
Yeah, divorce and remarriage is definitely preached against multiple times throughout Scripture.